Ah! Wow, that is weird. Hi, welcome to a new video on this channel, the last video of 2022. And I gotta say, it also feels like the first video of 2022 because of my absence this long. And yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. I wanted to make a video about what happened to me and where I was earlier, but I just couldn't get into it. And I couldn't get into anything for this channel or for my life, for all that matters. So that's what we're talking about today. Beautifully packed in this last video of the year. The last video where I give a word to this year, where I describe this year in one word. And I don't remember what I made it last year. I thought like a learning year or something like that, because I learned a lot of new stuff in 2021 and I refound myself in 2021. But then 2022 came and everything went right and everything went good and I actually liked quite some stuff that I was doing. And then came the last few months. And the last few months are actually what made my year this year. And that's just tough. So I chose to call 2022 a tough year. Because it really was, and we're talking about it. I'm not saying that everything in my year was fucked up, because I had some beautiful things happening to me. I did some great stuff. But it also has been really tough, so let's talk about it. Yo guys, let's cue the intro for a last time. Or the first time, because I'm remaking it, but it won't be for the beginning of January, because I can't get it done in time, so yeah. There will be no clips coming for 2022, but you have to do with the rest of it. All right, welcome to Sventastic. Hi. All right, where to start? 2022, a tough year. I'm gonna talk about what happened to me and where I am at this point in my life and if I will be coming back to Sventastic. I will talk about that, but let's just try to get it done more easily, like in a flow. And one of the first things I've done this year is, I don't know, nothing special. I made some beautiful videos, I made some nice ideas, I had some good times on this channel, it was nice. My life was nothing special, I was just working a lot and it was good, it was nice, but I felt the sudden urge to get out and to live on my own. And of course, that is what this video also is going to be about. It's just me living on my own, me giving in into my own future and actually moving and going to live on my own as I have been doing for the last half year now. And that has been great, but it has also been stressful. And this is also where the problems in my year began, because I felt fairly good in life. I felt fairly okay. I had some stress moments. I am a person, when I get stressed, I will build up stress. And one day it will overflow and one day I will burst. And that is what happened this year, a lot. So this all started with me wanting to join a television company in Belgium. I made a video for it. I didn't get through to the auditions, but I was already thinking about the future. Like, what if I actually got into it? Well, how should I move? Where should I go? And I chose to move to closer to the highway because I lived quite far from the highway. But I never got that job with a television company. But the feeling about wanting to move never left. So I got some money. I mean, I wasn't giving away all my money to stupid things I didn't need. And that made sure that I actually had a lot. So then I got to this beautiful apartment I already have for half a year now. And it costs a lot. Living is expensive, especially especially in 2022. I mean, we all know the gas prices, we all know the prices of electricity and everything else, and the prices just in the stores are going up again, and it's insane. And with the war in Ukraine, everything is going up, like getting your car filled with oil and fuel is expensive as fuck. So yeah, life is not easy, and I chose to go live on my own in like the worst possible moment, because it was already going up again and again and again, and it had really had me stressing out for a month. And I was thinking to myself a lot, like, what have I done? Why have I done this? But then when I lived here, I kind of felt at ease again. It was something to get used to, but I think I'm pretty used to living alone now, because it's good and it's nice and I like living alone, and my friends come over regularly and I go out to my friends regularly, and I still work, obviously. So yeah, it's good. The other thing that isn't good is that the spot I chose to live in, well, they started to build another house right next to mine, against my house, so I get drilled out of bed in the morning. That's something that is not nice. They started to work on the road around my entire house this year. So yeah, I have only lived in workplaces for the rest of the year. So that was interesting, but living alone got me a lot of stress, but it was also very rewarding and very redeeming, because I now am my own guy. I live on my own, I cook for myself, I clean, I do all the other stuff, but life just got busy real quick. And that is what I really noticed this year, what really got me going. It's just, I had a lot of time. Even though I work like full hours, I still had a lot of time left. I went to the movie theaters, I went to friends, I made videos daily, it was all nice. I kind of still got to do that in the summer vacation, it was great. I didn't do anything special, apart from something I'm going to go in. I have been to London in May, so that was also, no, not to London, I just went to Kent and Sussex, like the southern parts of England, which was really nice. I liked the trip, so that was obviously cool to do, and I actually went to a country where I could speak the language. That was nice. But then summer vacation came and I got very good news. I got my first official clip with a company, a brand. Okay, let me just rephrase that. I officially got my first real big acting gig. It was awesome. I was on TV for 3 months, and millions of people saw me on TV carrying a fridge around. It was really nice. I will show you the clip that I was in. If you haven't seen it on TV, you can see it now. I will be putting out the brand because they are not paying me for this though. So yeah, I have done that. That was really awesome.
Kom maar. Ja, zit hier bij neer. Pas op.
I also quit acting lessons, and that comes maybe to a surprise to some of you, but I actually quit. And the reason for that is mainly, with all the rest, it was getting too expensive because I had to pay for myself to live, to just be around and get myself around the entire day. And I felt like I was getting at a stop. I wasn't learning anything. I was just not going further. I was retaining and remaining the skills I had. I was just making sure that I didn't lose them, but I wasn't getting any further, and I felt like I was in a circle or some kinds. So I stopped doing that and tried to focus more on other things, like the acting gig I did, which was good, which was nice, which was lovely. And yeah, alright. So that happened. I quit acting lessons, I started to work more, and I did the acting gig. I did some other auditions, some of which I got, some of which I didn't get. Actually still waiting on a few auditions to be announced if I got the role or not. But then September and October came. And there started, and that's really when the tough shit around my life happened. And now we're gonna get into the interesting parts. And now we're gonna get into why I was gone for so long. Alright, without saying things I cannot say, some of my colleagues at work got other functions. And as you all know, I am a projectionist at work. I do all the technical stuff. And I really, I'm sick, really love doing that still. But what happened is that we are understaffed, like bigly, great time. And the bosses, they tried to fix it, but also won't tell me how they try to fix it, so that's really annoying. But it's okay, they're finding a solution. But we are now in July, August, September. I am getting good with acting gigs, I'm getting good with this channel because my Wallace and Gromit videos are booming and it's awesome and I'm living life at the best. But there's also work that I have to do, like 38 hours a week, and I tend to work more than that because we are understaffed. So yeah, that's what I did. I worked more and suddenly one of my colleagues left. One that I had a good connection with, and that was sad. And then the other colleague of mine, the other projectionist, he got the job of the first guy that I talked about. So suddenly, in a matter of only a few months, I was the only projectionist left. And that is when shit started to get crazy because, well, I work in a fairly big movie theater. It's not the biggest, like the biggest brand in Belgium is Kinepolis or Kinepolis. I don't work there. I work in a little bit smaller of a company, but still pretty damn big, like thousands of people coming over daily for watching Avatar or the Belgian movie Zillion, which also did great. And Spider-Man, of course, in the beginning of the year, which also gave me a lot of stress because, god damn, the Netherlands was closed and every single one of the Dutch people and the Belgian people came to see Spider-Man at our place, which was stressful. But now I am the only projectionist at work. And this started around September, October. And usually that's not a problem. But the thing is that the movie theater I work in isn't the biggest, but we still have 11 rooms. And we still have a lot of seats. And we still have a lot of things to do, a lot of movies, and a lot of shit that has to be in order. And I am not going to say that it's just undoable on my own because, well, I have been doing so for the last 5 months and it's stressing me out, but it's also really fun because I love my job. And someday I just snapped. My workflow, it wasn't getting any better. I had so much shit I had to do. Like, I need to do cleanups of the rooms, I need to look for the intermissions, do the intermissions, do the trailers, do the advertisements, I need to make sure everything's correct, I need to change lamps because we work with gas lamps in the projections to get the light going, and that's very hot, and I do all the technical stuff, and there were changes going on at work, and there were some changes I liked, some things I didn't like, and it was all coming in at the same time around October that I really just fell out, snapped, flew away. I couldn't do it. The stress I had been building up for months, it was getting me to an all-time low mentally. Up to the point where I woke up, got to work, got back home in the middle of the night, started the game with my colleagues because I made some good friends out of them, and I gamed with them for a little bit, got to sleep at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, woke up at 11 a.m. and got to work again. That was my entire life. Did I have a free day? I usually use those days to record, to clean, to do all the other shit, but because I was in such a bad state mentally, I didn't do any of those things anymore. When I had a free day, it was just like a detox. And I just the only thing I really could do was lay in bed until like 1 or 2 p.m. and then wake up, maybe watch a movie, maybe watch a series. I literally just binge watched The Legend of Korra because of that. And then I got to a movie, and then I got back home, I cooked, and I gamed with my friends. And I had no energy left for anything else. Work was killing me. And that started in October, as you have seen, because that is when my views dropped. I still had some good ideas, like the Wallace and Gromit videos and the Wallace and Gromit Halloween special. And I cannot believe that the Halloween special for Wallace and Gromit is like the second to last video I actually uploaded on this channel. And that is so weird, and that is so painful, and I really hated that. And I'm not gonna say that I had a depression or some kinds, but I really was an all-time low. And it's only in like the beginning of December, the end of November, that I kind of started to get my shit back together again at work. That I made changes for myself because I just couldn't get it done. That I said, like, this isn't the way of working. This is breaking me. This is mentally torturing me to the level where I just do not do anything at home anymore. My friends even said that maybe I should look for another job because it was giving me too much stress, and they were really worried for my mental and physical health because of it. And I still love it. I still love working in the movie theater, but it's something that has crossed my mind. Is it still worth everything that I throw in it? Because I'm not getting anything out of it apart from stress and other things out of it. And it really fucked me up for the entire year after that. And it's still not perfect. I'm still the only projectionist at work, and it's now the 31st of December. But they are fixing it. Like, I have a talk with my bosses in like 4 or 5 days about what their plan is to help me, but they won't tell me what the plan is yet. So I am completely in the dark, and it's very interesting, and it's very stressing me out right now. But I got more and more stuff done at work. Against the odds, against everything. I pushed harder, I stressed myself harder, and I kind of did something you shouldn't do. And I'm not saying that all of you guys should do what I have done, but I gave myself a lot of more stress and a lot more work-related stress because I went to work more. I did more and more and more stuff at my job, and I went to my job more and more times. Normally I only work like 2 or 3 days maximum in a row. Now I have done 7 days in a row multiple times just to get my shit together. And my shit got together in the end, but it's not a healthy way of doing it, and I won't recommend it to anyone. But I got back on track a little bit, but my mental health was still pretty damn low, and it still is up to this point. But I got to the point where I just said for myself, like, this isn't the way. This is not how it's supposed to be. And we're living in November, December right now. So I really chose to put YouTube on a lower level because I really love this job or this hobby, and I really love doing everything I can in my power to give you all this fun moments and this fun videos and everything that I was supposed to give you. I always said that people that have looked at me, my channel, for a longer time notice, but I always tend to give you guys a laugh, even though you have a bad day or something. I still want you guys to feel really well. But in making sure that you all felt really well, I lost myself into a dark hole of just depressed thoughts. I wasn't depressed or anything, but I think I got really close to a burnout. And that's what really scared me in this year, and that's why it has been so tough. I thought I was going to get under the bus by everything I did. Not literally, of course, but it was hard. And I really didn't know what to do. It was a really dark time for me, and that's why I chose to put this channel on a lower level, because I just didn't know what I was supposed to do. And now I feel like I've got things back on track, and I will make a video about it tomorrow about what my plans are with Sventastic, because there are going to be a few changes to get my mental health up and running again perfectly. But it's going better now, and that's good. So I'm glad I can end the year on a happy note instead of a depressed note. And I'm still wondering what the future might bring. I'm still wondering what will happen. But I think it's going pretty all right now. It's going better, and that's good. Other things is that this year I really noticed how my friends meant so much for me, because I saw my friends a lot more. I even went on a small vacation with them, and I was in a really stressful period at the end of August, beginning of September, and my friends really helped me get out of that dark hole. So I was really happy with them that they did that for me and that they were there for me. But then the trip was done. I got back to work and shit was fucked up and I was stressed again. And I fell into another dark hole, that one that I didn't climb out of now. But I saw them a lot more, and I got to spend a lot more time with my friends. And I have this one friend in my group that I go to fitness with every week. So I see her every week, and that's awesome, and it's really lovely, and it really helps me out a lot. And I'm so incredibly happy with everyone I have in my life. I have talked about them earlier on this, before on this channel. It's just, they mean the world to me. No, not the world. They mean the universe to me. I mean, they are my everything. They keep me going. My family keeps me going. My dog keeps me going, even though I don't see him that often anymore. My colleagues at work keep me going. Even though work is stressful, my colleagues, they make it fun. They make it nice, and they make it that I have a good time at work every day. So yeah, my life has been fucked up. 2022 hasn't been a bad year. It's been an interesting year, but it's mostly have been a tough year for me, just mentally, physically, and everything else. Was it the best year? Not gonna say that. Not by far the best year. But I still had a good time. Mostly. And then something I wanted to end the year with. I have just talked about how I got overworked and almost got a burnout. So I am happy to announce that I have a second job right now. Started 2 weeks ago, but now I officially am an actor for a living. Not for a living, because it's not my main job. But yeah, I am an actor in a horror-themed escape room. It's in Limburg. And you can play it if you're 18 plus. You can play it with your friends or with your family, and it's really funny. It's really cool. It's like a game you play for 2 hours. It's with actors. That's being me, and I will scare you. And you have to do a lot of quests, and you have to solve a mystery, and it's really intense. And I played it once before, and I shat my pants almost because it was so scary. And now they have another game, and that's where I came in as an actor. So yeah, I have a second job, and I love it because, well, I can act and actually make something out of it. Now I really am a professional actor in some sort of way. So thank you. All right, that is how I wanted to share and end this video. How has your year been? Let me know in the comments down below. Tomorrow or the day after, I will make a video about this channel. It's past, present, and future. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here after all this time. If you're still watching this, please let me know in the comments down below. Say cheese or something like that. Say something random. Because I really want to know who is still following me after, well, my great departure from YouTube. I'm sorry I left all of you guys. I really am. I'm so incredibly sorry that I did not upload anymore and I didn't let anything know, and I am, well, I'm sorry. I just had to take a step back. I hope you don't mind that I did that. I will come back. I will come back as of now. This is my official return. I'm just so sorry that I left without saying anything. But I hope we're good, and I hope you're still following this channel, and I hope you are as excited for the future as I am. Right, thank you for watching, everyone. Give a like, comment, subscribe to this channel if you want, and goodbye. And of course, be prepared, because we're gonna have a lot of lists coming up next week about the best and worst films of the year. Alright, thank you for watching, and Happy New Year.